If you are on the O-1 visa and are looking to change your employer, watch this video to get all your questions answered. Hi everyone, my name is Marcus and I'm an immigration attorney. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about O-1 visa change of employers. So a very common question I get is, I am on my O-1 visa right now, can I change employers? And the answer is, it depends. So there are two possible scenarios and we're going to go through them now. So let's talk about scenario number one. So in scenario number one, in your application, you have an agent and you have an employer and you actually have multiple employers that you're allowed to work with. So in this case, you have multiple contracts with different employers. Assuming one of them falls through, there's no venue, you get fired, or the gig just doesn't, for some reason, just doesn't go through, that's perfectly fine because the itinerary is actually subject to change in this context. So all you have to do is basically find a new employer, cover up the hole that's in your itinerary, and you're all good. You don't even have to tell immigration that anything has changed because according to law, the itinerary is subject to change. However, this is different if you do not have like an agent, multiple employer situation, and let's talk about that now. So in the second scenario, it's you have a petitioner, you have one employer, sometimes they could be the same person, that's perfectly fine, but there's no agent involved, there's no multiple employer involved. In that situation, what happens if you get fired, or let's say you lose the job or you decide to quit the job, is that your entire O-1 visa, the petition just ends and that's it. You're going to need to find another employer, you're going to need to basically refile a whole new O-1 visa case, leave the country, get the visa in your passport, and then come back in. So in that case, you can't just like find a new employer and just assume everything is fine, because in that case you only have one employer, one petitioner, and you don't have like a itinerary where you are allowed to move things around and change things as needed. So in that case, no, it's not going to be so easy to change the employer, and the only way you can do that is basically by refiling a whole new O-1 visa application. So basically, what are the takeaway points from this? Well, first of all, you need to find out how exactly did you file your initial O-1 application that you're on. So are you the kind of person that has like an agent with multiple employers, or are you the kind of person that is just like one petitioner, one employer, that sort of situation? And then you can kind of figure out like what's the best way to go about your situation. So in the first case, you don't really have to worry very much because, just find a new employer, fill out the hole, don't even have to tell immigration, everything is perfectly fine. In the second situation, you have about like a 60-day grace period where you can refile like a new case. So if you do manage to find like a new employer who's going to refile the O-1 for you in time, that's one possibility. Another possibility is that if you don't find it in time, you might need to leave the country for a while and sort of create the job search from scratch and then go from there and kind of see like what the best case scenario is. When it comes to changing employers, it's a little bit tricky, so I would definitely advise you to go look for an attorney, speak face to face, because situations are sort of like different for everyone. This is sort of like the general overview and it may not fit for every single person's case, so definitely look for a good immigration attorney if you want more in-depth advice. And that's pretty much it for today's video, and I hope to see you soon in my next video.